Hey Teamsy family, Eric here, and I'm actually at my kids' school. I'm getting ready to chaperone their field trip. I wanted to talk to you today about I wanted to give you 5 tips to avoid burnout, to stay inspired and avoid burnout. 5 tips to stay inspired and avoid burnout. People talk to me about this all the time. They say, they get into this business because they were burned out with work, with their career, and then they become successful and they start getting burned out with this business. So how do you actually go into this business to create the life you've always wanted and stay inspired all the way through it? I'm going to give you 5 simple tips. Okay, the first one is this. Work relationship marketing. That's the easiest thing, right? And anybody who's been following Teamsy, that's what we teach is relationship marketing, because relationship marketing sustains itself. It's not based on getting sales or on getting what you need from others. It's focused on serving other people, helping other people. And when you start your day with from the standpoint of, man, I'm just going to make people's day today, it's liberating. It's actually quite fun. Instead of going for no and feeling rejection all the time and feeling like you're damaging relationships with relationship marketing, you're building relationships. Instead of burning bridges, you're building them, right? And so the number one thing to stay inspired and avoid burnout is switch to a relationship marketing approach in your business. Okay, so if you haven't already done it, get your Teamsy free trial going, start using Teamsy, start learning our system of how to just connect, make people's day, serve people at a deep level. And so you can create a business that sustains itself on amazing relationships, okay? The number 2 tip for staying inspired and not being burned out is I want you to review your why daily. Review your why daily. Now, many of you probably don't have a written why. You haven't written down a why statement. You haven't gone through the process of drawing your why out. Excuse me. So if you haven't done it, if you go to Teamsy University, there's a free training that I did on how to find your why. It's in there for you free. Okay? You can go in, there's a workbook, you can go through the process and get your why done if you have not already done it. If you've already done it, maybe go in there and refine it. But the bottom line is this: I want you to review it every day. I want you to read it out loud to yourself every day. If you haven't been super consistent about going in and logging into Teamsy and looking at your why every day, maybe write it down on a sticky note and stick it on the mirror where you brush your teeth, okay, in your bathroom, so that you see it twice a day. But you need to review your why daily. It will keep you inspired. It'll keep you convicted on what you're trying to achieve in your life, okay? Number 3, affirmations. Affirmations. If you want to stay inspired and avoid burnout, you need to use affirmations. How many times have you heard me and other trainers tell you it's all in your head? Your life, your existence right now is a product of what you're thinking about. Affirmations is a very positive and affirming way, no pun intended, to help redirect the way you think about yourself and your life, right? So what are the things that are important to you? Are you, being a good communicator? I'm an excellent communicator. Maybe you write that down. That's your affirmation. You make a list of these and just say them to yourselves, okay? Again, I recommend putting these on the mirror in your bathroom. That is such an amazing tool, that mirror in your bathroom, because you're there at least twice a day, and it's a good way to start and finish your day with things like affirmations and your why, even written goals you might want to put on the mirror. Tell your spouse you're not insane, you're just working on a better life, okay? But what are some affirmations that you need to do, okay? Figure out what you want to improve, what you want to change, and start affirming it. Okay. These are very, 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 very powerful. I mean, people can actually do things that feel impossible, like quitting smoking cigarettes, by using affirmations. Just by affirming, I don't smoke. I don't enjoy smoking. Doing that on a daily basis, you can actually reprogram your brain to stop doing bad habits. Imagine what you can do when you use affirmations to create the good ones in your life. Okay, number 4. The number 4 way to stay inspired and avoid burnout is to, we call it positive intake. I don't really know if there's a better term for it. You need to feed yourself positive information, positive content every day. Okay, you need to feed yourself. Last year I did an 18-minute video just on this topic. I'll spare you guys now that full length explanation, but here's the bottom line. If you eat junk food every single day, you're unhealthy. True? Well, the the content, the news, the people you're around, what you consume is either healthy or junk. And if you're around a lot of negativity, if you're listening to a lot of sad songs, if you're watching a lot of extremely violent and disgusting television programs, it's going to bring you down. Okay? If you're watching the news, oh my gosh, it's going to bring you down. It's junk food. It's junk food for your soul. You need to fill yourself up with good nutrition. So find some podcasts from very positive speakers and authors that you like and listen to them. Get an Audible account. Listen to great, positive, uplifting books. You know, make a playlist of positive, uplifting music that you love and listen to it every day. Man, I tell you what, when the Great Recession was around and I was laid off from my job and I was really nervous and scared about providing for my family and the future of my family, I created a playlist that I played every morning that got me so pumped up for my day that I knew that I was going to make it through that. Like you have to overcompensate. When you're sick, what do you guys do? Don't you start eating healthy foods and taking your vitamins and dosing up on the good stuff? Well, if your life is not where you want it to be, you need to dose up on positivity. You need to make sure that you are getting that nutrition every day and stop eating junk. Okay? Number 5, I saved the best for last. To stay inspired and not get burned out, the number 5 on my list, but the most important thing is you've got to have daily devotional time. You need to spend time with your God. Okay? It's important. You need to stay centered. If you think that you are the most important thing in the universe, oh my gosh, how depressing is that? You need to be connected to what is larger than yourself. And you need to do it on a daily basis. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you focused on what's important. It keeps you straight morally, so that you don't vary and you don't get off on tangents that are self-destructive. And it helps you be a leader for your family and your team. Okay? So those are my 5 tips. Number 1, I'll go through them again quickly. Use relationship marketing as your approach for your business. It's way more fun. Your customers and your team will enjoy it more, and you won't get burned out. Okay? Number 2, make sure you have a written why and review it daily. If you're using Teamsy, it's on your dashboard of Teamsy. Read it every day. Number 3, utilize affirmations in your life. Use those to reprogram your mind to create the reality you want to live in. Number 4, make sure that you've got positive intake, that you're consuming good, positive information every day. Great podcasts, books, movies, music, okay? And start cutting the junk food out of your mental diet. And finally, daily devotional time. It doesn't have to be a lot. Listen, I have to tell you, 15 minutes a day completely changed my life in every single area of my life. Just committing to 15 minutes a day. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I know a lot of you are feeling like you are burning out at both ends. And if you could apply 1 or 2 of these things today, you might feel a big difference. And that's what I hope for you. So thanks for watching, everyone. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.